stream that I um, need to get a better microphone. I'm like, look, I got the top notch microphone. So, you all let me know how the sound is. Let me know if you can hear me well and see me well as well. Let me know if that sound system is okay. I told might be a hearing issue, right? But I do. I got a Shure microphone. I'm gonna live stream on tonight. Not the gold one, but I can. Well, I can't put the gold one in the picture, right? Okay, it's showing a little bit. Hello, Lee. Hello, hello, hello. And also another request I got is to not give shout outs to people. That's for people watching the replay. Thank you, Lee. Said sound good, but my thing is just subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel so you can catch the live streams, right? Because I like to give attention to my audience when they come in and say hello. And sometimes I don't stop to say hello. I'll just highlight their name and I share some digital love to let them know that I do see them and I do hear their hellos. And if you are watching this on the replay, then you come in and say hello as well. Say, hey, Queen. Or drop your city and state. Maybe you don't want to drop your city and state. At least say hello, right? At least say hello. So do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up. I really didn't want to live stream. I did a great live stream today, I think, by Robert Kiyosaki. A rich mindset, how the rich think about money that the poor and middle class do not. I definitely think that is definitely worth listening to, even though I had some you know, ins and out. Let me fix my hair. Ins and out with the sound system and everything. Okay, everybody says sounds good. And my video was going in and out, but if you kind of watched the gist of it, you will get a wealth of knowledge. So let's get this party started. Let's get right into it. Um, the I, R to the S. While a lot of people, right, are playing around with the home-based business that gives you 470 tax deductions. A lot of people used to be in the business, and a lot of times they only think about residual income. They don't think about the thousands of tax returns that you can get from having a home-based business. And they will cancel the membership. And when they cancel the membership, that they are no longer home-based business owners, which means they don't get the tax deductions, right? And one thing I would not lie about, because the home-based business will prove the date and time that you became inactive. I would not lie and say I'm a home-based business owner when I'm not, because it's very inexpensive to be one. But you can pay out thousands by lying about that you are one. And when the IRS catch you in your lie, which they will, you're going to be owing so many taxes when it comes to home-based business. But one of my favorite books is 203 Home-Based uh, businesses that will make you rich. And you have to find your hidden money, right? You have to export that money to great wealth and do good works and get money that you would never have to repay. It's so, don't let a couple of hundreds of dollars. And this is why getting rich, in my opinion, is first a mindset thing. Because you won't believe how many people will let $100 subscription or monthly services, they will cancel that and not get the thousands of dollars in taxes back. It makes no sense to me, right? But hey, I actually have people that do it, and it's just so many books and information out there about the advantages of having a home-based business, whether you profit from it, passive income or not. Just what it gives you on the tax side. And I'm going to show you why you need that now more than ever, as we only have 5 months left in this year in 2022. If you don't have a home-based business, guess what? The IR to the S is going to get you, right? And They're going to get you. So the IRS prepares to double in size. The billionaires are safe, according to this article, but what about everyone else? And you know what, you all, I have been so religiously teaching about the power of a home based business on your pathway to wealth and riches that I don't even care who gets big tax hits at this point. If you follow my channel, and you know, I'm not trying to say that and not be compassionate, but I teach and educate too much to even get emotionally involved in people that have a paycheck to paycheck mindset, right? I'm just not going to get emotionally involved with that. But again, IRS is making changes, and guess who they're going to affect? The working class, taxpayers, and small business owners. See, I mean, how many times will people fall for the okie doke when politicians are running for office and they tell them we're going to tax the rich? The rich will never get taxed. You out here Fred Sanford playing in the background? Listen, the rich will never get taxed because they have tax knowledge, they have tax deductions, and they can legally, morally, and ethically avoid tax that the working class taxpayers and small business owners cannot. And the working class taxpayers and small business owners, my message to you all, if you keep doing what you're doing, normally you would get what you always got, but this time you're going to get hit even worse. So, this article goes on to say why the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022 looks good on paper. It will actually do more harm than good if it passes. The plan would hurt. You all see the L on her forehead is for losers. The plan will hurt poor working class taxpayers and small business owners across the country. The IRS is prepared to double in size. Billionaires, it didn't even say millionaires to say, but billionaires to say, what about everybody else? And this is your number one stealer of wealth. Taxes, taxes, taxes. Until most people get a financial education and learn that, right? I said on my previous live stream, it's unfortunate that people will major on the minor things, meaning that they will focus on budgeting, couponing. Some people won't even focus on budgeting, right? They won't even budget. They won't even look at ways to reduce their bills. And I have in this home-based business model that I have, they work to reduce your bills for you without making you have mediocre services. You get the same service that you've been had. Give me a second. Let me cut my oven off. Okay, so taxes, taxes, taxes. Um, the act introduces the corporate alternative minimum tax, which compels a 15% tax on corporate income. The goal is to increase the taxes imposed on certain high income earners. It will also enforce mechanisms with the IRS. Recession season. Most people have no desire to see their taxes increase on most days, and certainly not in a recession. While the White House says it intends to make the top 1% pay for these expanded government programs, right? Like the IRS. See, somebody's got to pay when the IRS is adding billions. Their staff. Somebody's going to pay for their staff. And guess what? It's going to be small business owners and the poor working class or the middle class, aka the middle class. The expansion only serves to hurt the middle class. And guess what? They don't even hide when they're telling you this. They don't hide it. Let me expound this article so you can see it. It tells you right here the expansion only serves to hurt the middle class. The IRS gets a power up. The rapid expansion will mean the IRS will double in size to put up to 87,000 new agents on the playing field. Adding new agents means more audits on small businesses and middle class taxpayers across the country. You know, people that make up these, that pay thousands to get a entity incorporated, and they lie about their business deductions when they really don't even have a business. They just have one on paper. This is who the IRS is going to come for. 87,000 new agents on the playing field. Adding agents means more audits on small businesses and middle class taxpayers across the countries. There are already over 600,000 annual audits performed, but with this expansion, the IRS could perform an additional, listen, 1.2 million audits. Audits have historically affected low income earners disappropriately, and we all know these $1.2 million audits won't be on billionaires. 87,000 new employees gonna audit the poor, working class, and middle class small business owners. There it is. You can take that information and leave it, or you can do nothing with it. Some people are from the show me state, right? I'm not talking about Missouri, the show me state. I'm talking about people, they just sit back and you got people that's reactive and people that's proactive, right? And you got people that sit back and just wait and see. They be reactive and say, okay, let's see if it's gonna happen to me. I don't know about you all, but I went to the grocery stores 2 days back to back, and there was nothing new on the shelves that I was looking for. They had the same, they're getting the same recycled products that they have in on the grocery store. And anything that you've been looking for the last month or weeks, even Clorox is, hard to get to. I spoke to an engineer that works with a utility company, electrical based company. He says you can definitely expect your utility prices to increase this fall and in the winter, and your gas prices. So people, play with it if you want to. But one source of income is suicidal, especially during these times. But if that's what you want, then keep doing it. People change for two reasons, out of pain or pleasure. It's your choice. Which one will be yours? Also, small business owners, right? The 1101 warning that came from this article, The Hill, looming changes in the worker classification rules will cut small business big bucks. Not only will small business be audited more, 1099 workers are about to be audited more and taxed higher. They're not going to have tax deductions if they don't have a home-based business. And I've been saying it so much that I'm just at the point now where, go ahead and pay Uncle Sam, pay the IRS back, right? If you that cheap minded that you don't want to invest $100, a couple $100 a month to save you thousands, then go ahead. Play with the government, play with this recession if you want to. That's your decision. A lot of attention has been paid to tax increases that are a part of the Democrats' backed Inflation Reduction Act. Research the Inflation Reduction Act. Not only is it making it more expensive to have loans or debts on your credit card debt, your mortgage debts, your vehicle loan debt. But this act, the Inflation Reduction Act, which they are advertising it as cutting inflation, but it's a bigger impact for millions of small businesses. And listen, 1101 on this article, a small business that states we are closed for business. You know, I said today that if one more person tells me, Queen, I'm seeing 11, 11, or I'm seeing, 1 all the time, what does that mean? I'm going to tell them it means that if you cannot manage $1,000, you won't be able to manage $10,000. And that which you cannot manage, you cannot hold. You won't hold on to it. You won't have it for long if it comes to you. I'm not saying $10,000 won't ever come to you, but you definitely won't have it for long. People want to get so deep in the spiritual world that they don't want to take care of the practical things. I'm seeing 222, 333, 444, 555. But you're not seeing that 30% that's taking out your taxes, right? Out your paycheck. You don't see that number. See, rich people know how to read numbers to get rich. You want to see 666, 777, 888. I wake up at 3:30, 3 a.m. Well, maybe that's God well telling you you're getting 33% taxes taken out and you won't make it financially until you learn to invest to reduce that taxes coming out your paycheck. People want to get so spiritual, but they don't want to take care of the practical things. Yeah, it's one of those nights that I'm going to give it to you straight. I'm going to shoot it to you straight and no chaser. It reminds me of my cousin. Um, we were taking shots. And my cousin said, what do you take with the shot? Nothing, baby. It's a shot. It's straight. You get it straight, no chaser. You don't get anything else behind it. Like Brother Ben X said, you watched 19 Keys. You don't watch all these financial YouTubers. You've done nothing. Maybe if you're seeing numbers 555, it's telling you need to improve upon your 555 credit score. I'm going to pause for the calls right there. Maybe if you're seeing number 666, it's telling you you need to improve upon your 666 credit score. Why not start seeing numbers 850 sometimes? So they can give you a sign to try to strive for the highest credit score so you can leverage your credit to get assets. Assets is things that put money in your pocket whether you work or not. Whether you work or not. Assets feed you. Liabilities will starve you if you do not work. But if you want to work and not get a business system versus owning a business, and if your health fails or you physically go through something that an accident or an incident where you cannot exchange your time for money, you are going to wish you had you a passive residual income plan. You're going to wish that you took more serious in putting your money into assets. So the new rules, they're telling you what they're doing. And some people are still not changing. You know why people don't want to change? Because it changes their illusion about things. It makes them get out of their comfort zone. And most people don't want to get out of their comfort zone. People want to stay the same. They want to barely get by. They want to look rich but struggling financially. They want to have a $2,500 a month income with $1,000 a month vehicle note. And the problem with keeping up with the Joneses is that the Joneses are broke. Let me say that again. The problem with keeping up with the Joneses is that the Joneses are broke. People want to be in their comfort zone. They want to be, how you doing today? Oh, I'm fair to middling. That's what they want, and that's okay because there are some people who want to make changes to get rich in this recession. Small businesses, they rely on contractors to perform, and frequent tasks usually do not require the attention of full-time employees, often called 1099 workers. Thanks to the tax form, needs to be filed with the IRS for payments over $600. And yes, if you have Cash App, Vimo, any of things, you're going to get that 1099 at the end of the year. This year, a lot of changes are happening. And guess what? You cannot join the home-based business January 1st, 2023 and use 2022 tax deductions. Now, if you don't have a home-based business this year, you're not, and it's only 5 months left in this year. You're not when you go to your tax preparer, you're gonna have about 9 exemptions to claim, no deductions, because you're not a business owner. Let me look up how many tax deductions do corporations get versus a home-based business. Because most people think, oh, I just get an LLC, um, I just get an S corp or C corp, but you don't get the 470 that you get for a home-based business. So I'm seeing 17 big tax deduction for businesses, 92 small business tax deductions. It's not even close to 470 of a home-based business. And a home-based business is so inexpensive to operate. The government allows you to claim up to 3 years of losses on any business. But when you're looking at comparison, the bang for your buck, the home-based business makes financial sense over any other business entity because it's very inexpensive versus compared to the operational cost. But at any rate, so the 1099 workers, thanks to the tax form that needs to be filed with the IRS to report payments over $600. These are freelancers, gig workers, cash apps, Mimo, any of that. They're truck drivers, software developers, project managers, construction workers. These 1099, when you get that 1099 at the end of the year for your income to be taxed, you ought to be like, why didn't I have a home-based business? But hey, baby, do it your way. If you love paying back 30, 40% from the government, go keep doing it. Right? So that's all I have to say. Also, Walmart is laying off corporate. So layoffs are coming. As Robert Kiyosaki say, there's no such thing as a safe, secure job. There's no such thing as a safe, secure job. So Walmart lay off corporate employees after cutting back their profit outlook. So they plan to lay off corporate after cutting its profit outlook last week, and citing the inflation. So when you have these big businesses, see Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, these big grocery store chains, they made their money during lockdown, right? They made their profits. And they said, okay, now we're going to reduce. So layoffs confirmed in CNBC. So people, if you want a work from home opportunity to help you make passive residual income by offering people financial services, text RICH to the number on the screen, which is 254-279-5515. Also, and I have some food to eat, so I'm getting off this live stream. China, after they told Nancy Pelosi or America not to come to Taiwan, America did what America do and said, okay, we're going to see how big and bad you are if you're going to shoot down our plane. And no, China did not shoot down their plane, but from what I heard today, they sent out war missiles to Taiwan after Pelosi left, right? And guess what? When it comes to China and America, if China stops its imports, and revenue right now shows that China comes close to knocking off American companies, then pretty much a nice way to say that this is America, the Babylon has fallen. So if you think your gas and grocery prices are high now, because China told America, we're not playing with you, right? This is not about who has the strongest military, right? This is about a supply chain that China can say, we're cutting you off. So China has knocked out American companies off the top spot of the global revenue created per country. Fortune's Global 500 reported businesses in China have brought in 2.46 million less than the United States this year, marking the closest the two countries have ever been in a global revenue state, right? So compared to the United States, China has 136 companies compared to 124 for America. With the US making up 29.7% of the total revenue, China makes up 29.2%. The US percentage of Fortune Global 500 is down from last year when they were hit with 30.4% of the total. Fortune 500 listed revealed that if Taiwan's revenue was included, then the Chinese dragon would be leashed, and they would have overtaken the United States for the first time in history. And guess what? China owns a lot of Taiwan, a lot of their property over there in Asia, right? It owns a lot of that, Taiwan and Hong Kong, as a part of their respective territories. And this has been going on since a long time, after World War II. The Republic of China took control of Taiwan. This was back in the 40s, a large portion of it. So Taiwan's sovereign government belongs to China. Mm. I'm gonna say that again. Mm. I want to say that a third time. Mm. As Nancy Pelosi visit prompts outrage from China, and they responded with their war missiles, and American profits are more than double than what their Chinese counterparts are taking home. The U.S. companies are pocketing 246 billion compared to China's 560 billion. So American companies are still pocketing more. But when you add Taiwan to it, this is the global wealth race. China versus United States. China is the red. United States is the blue. This is from Forbes. Look, there. This is 11. The number 11 is showing again. Billion revenue from China comes close to knocking American companies off the global top spot. Every great fortune has failed, and America is no different. America to Babylon will fall. It will fall. So, of course, you know, Chinese companies, U.S. businesses, and, with Taiwan, they're going to Trump. Let me just show you, you know, what's China top 10 imports, right? Um, farm equipment, right? Copper, fertilizer, along with Russia and its oil and organic chemicals. Listen, vehicles. They have just about 80 billion in vehicles alone imported to the United States. Mineral fuels, including oil, technical, medical, every type of medical, Tylenol, medical prescribed medication that you can take is imported from China. So if they stop the supply chain, right? Now what? America is too far behind to start producing these things themselves. Phone devices. Listen, solar power and semiconductors, especially with their control over Taiwan, television, electrical converters. This is why investing in silver is going to be a big thing. Television, radar, solar panels, semiconductors, mineral fuels, crude oil, coke, semi-coke, electrical energy, all of this stuff. Main import. Computers. So people, you can play with this and not think you're going to see a depression. If you want to, that's your decision. But I'm logging off because most people are blinded and don't know how big this is. They don't know how ugly this is going to get. And they're playing around. They have one source of income, or they have a side hustle and a job, or they have two jobs, and they still hustling backwards because they have not cut their biggest expense, which is taxes. Simply because they don't want to invest in a home-based business. People, when you depend on one source of income, not only is that dangerous for your wealth, but when you just depend on your labor, you have no leverage. Even if you are a six-figure income earner, if you're a doctor or a lawyer, you're always dependent on clients. You're a small business owner, if you're a beautician or barber, you're always dependent on customers. You have no leverage. If you're 1099, you're always dependent on work, active trading your time for dollars. If you are a truck driver and the supply chain get cut, Home Depot and Lowe's are already telling their workers that, sign up for 4 days a week. Our supply chain is being reduced drastically. Financial services are recession proof. That's one way you can get in here, increase your credit scores and cash flow, and create passive residual income for yourself. So, text RICH to that number on the screen if you want to increase your credit scores, especially with Experian screwing up millions of Americans, putting the wrong credit scores. Now is the time to get that credit fixed, to maximize your money, whether you're a small business owner or if you a job, right? You're a W-4 employee. Even if you're a W-4 employee, But now is the time, as the IRS are adding 87,000 workers to get your 470 tax deductions. Our people are going to shift their status of middle class to poor working class just because they're going to have large tax. And a lot of these people, their stimulus and PPP is going to go back and get audited, right? And they're not going to have any tax deductions. So I'm signing out. Y'all text that number if you want increased credit scores, tax deductions, and another stream of income. 254-279-5515. Also, if you want to holding on to depreciating asset like cash, this will be a global system reset. Put your cash into assets. One asset class that I like tangibly is silver, because silver outperformed gold in a bull run. And my other asset class is no secret, is crypto to the currency, but also blue chip cryptos. You all see BNB up 7%. And our private Facebook group, we got a message that told us to buy BNB about 3 weeks ago. And it's the greenest of the green today. Bitcoin is strong at 23, at that 23,000. If it can hold that, it's going to break to a new thresh level. Ethereum been holding strong at $1,600 mark, right? It even reached 1,700 once with the merge coming in. So I do believe in flipping cash into digital assets, earning passive income. But first, you got to make more money so you can have money to invest, right? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you want tangible assets as well. Listen, if you say it's too expensive to invest in silver at $20 an ounce, then wow. Silver is going to be used. Solar panels, Tesla, RFID chips, 5G Wi-Fi, cell phone batteries as we switch to digital money. So I have digital investing and tangible assets as well, right? Also visit my website, my other website, CryptoQueen1111.com, and the silver website. Also, if you're a network marketer, I'm going to speak this language for you. The Queen of Coins Silver also gives you a residual income opportunity, and it's on a binary, and it has a lot of spillover, meaning that you have to focus on building that one leg specifically, and you get a lot of spillover, and you get paid residually to invest in God's money. You get more man's money, so you continue to invest in assets, things that feed you, not starve you, whether you're working or not. So visit these two white websites. You all have a great night. I'm about to eat my food. Hello, Mr. Roger. Thank you so much for coming in. And I love your Facebook posts as well. And you all about to eat. Have a great night. Probably going to go to sleep too. Right? Queen out. Make sure you hit that like and share button for me. Thank you so much.